What's going on? I realize I've been live for almost 20 minutes, but I'm here now. So that counts for something. That's not what I wanted. Sad. How we doing? How we feeling? We feeling good? I hope so. Oh god. We got fun plans today. The plan is simple. A couple of easy things. I want to the plan is to do a thing. Obviously, I want to do a couple of things. One, I want to talk about the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix that just wrapped up and go around some funny shaped circles in F122 as well. Did I come in here? I remembered. Nope, not what I wanted. Sneeze. Never mind. I'm not gonna sneeze. Two. And alright, there we go. Perfect. Okay. Got it. Alright, how about we start with F122? It has been a hot minute since I've done this, so we're gonna hope that it goes okay. Smell the candle for good luck. Oh yeah. Actually, let me do a tweet real fast. I meant to do this earlier. I also want to move my mic today, so let me do the tweet. Oh, Sean, welcome in. Yes, the FIA have done a lot the last couple of hours. Yesterday, it would seem. Having to type over my wheel is horrific. Okay, actually, I have already changed my mind. Let's start with chatting Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Real life stuff. So actually, let me pull up the results here so I can see it. My computer still defaults to the 2023 or the 2022 schedule. Pain. Saudi Arabia. Show me qualifying results. Show me race results. I will ban you. I will. Don't tempt me. Don't think I won't. We're talking too much Formula One to get bogged down in such things. So, the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix was, I think, both a mix of really fun weekend with not as good when you actually look at it, but not necessarily when you actually drill down into it. So the exciting part came from qualifying, where we had a pretty solid session of qualifying. Q1, nothing super exciting happened. The five that were knocked out in Q1 were Yuki Tsunoda, Alex Albon, Nick DeVries, Lando Norris, and Logan Sargent. Sargent was particularly frustrating for me because there was the whole track limits thing on a corner where the wall was, I think, 5 inches of the white line. So that was a bit frustrating. I think he would have done very well with his original time had it been allowed in. So it is what it is on that one. But Lando Norris had a bit of an issue. I believe he tapped the wall and had a bit of a nightmare. So he started all the way down in P19. But all in all, a very fun Q1, just from a track limits discussion perspective, as well as a McLaren boat racing hilarity continued from Bahrain not but a couple of weeks ago. So if we take a look all in all, if we want to say biggest winners from qualifying this past weekend, I think the biggest winners honestly are probably that's a great question. Oscar Piastri, a good winner, I would say, really showing his mettle after a horrific showing in Bahrain, just from a McLaren just absolutely in the mud scenario, responding beautifully and getting into Q3. Now, to be said, people were saying the only reason he made it into Q3 was because a certain Max Verstappen had a drive shaft failure in Q2 and actually finished qualifying P15 in the last position out in Q2. So that was a big moment in qualifying for sure, as a lot of people suddenly kind of perked up. I know I was definitely one of them, and all of a sudden potentially having a very, very fun race weekend ahead. I don't think any of us had any dreams or aspirations of, Verstappen not being on the podium, but at least it was not a wire-to-wire Red Bull 1-2, which I think a lot of people were fully expecting after the first weekend in Bahrain. So there is that. Putting my Haas hat on, really close to getting a Haas into Q3. Nico Hulkenberg finishes in P11, where he was not but 0.04 of a second behind Pierre Gasly in P10 and making it through. So both Haas's out of Q2, but I think a much better showing from Kevin Magnussen, who qualified P13 as well, and not getting knocked out in Q1 like it was in Bahrain. So a very, very much better day for Haas, who still have a long way to go, but at least it wasn't a total stinker from tip to tail. Let's say, taking a look around the rest of Q3, I think Q3, I think there was a moment where all of us kind of were perked up after Q2 with Verstappen retiring, but that was quickly dashed when I believe Checo's first lap was about 5/10 clear of P2, and all of us kind of realized, all right, we're fighting for for that second spot on the front row rather than the top spot. Of course, looming for Ferrari is Charles Leclerc's 10th place grid penalty for taking a new control electronics, already exhausting 2 out of 2 given in a season in 1 round in Bahrain. So unfortunate for them, but he did end up qualifying P2 but started P12 on the day. Pardon. So not a great showing from everyone else. Fernando Alonso ends up starting on the front row next to Checo after Charles's grid penalty is applied. George Russell out qualifies Carlos Sainz. Lance Stroll out qualifies Esteban Ocon and Lewis Hamilton, which I think Lewis has just really struggled to get grips with the W14, and will be interesting to see what that car looks like here in a few weeks, to say the least. So the ultimately the starting order ended up being, if I take a look here, it ended up being Checo starting on pole, Fernando Alonso, George Russell and Carlos Sainz, Lance Stroll, Esteban Ocon, Lewis Hamilton, Oscar Piastri, Pierre Gasly, and then Nico Hülkenberg actually ends up starting in P10 after Charles gets knocked below him. So a very, very fun race awaited us, with Max having to make his way through 15 potential grid positions to end up having a shot to win the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And I think I posted this in the Discord, but I think I put in there that I had Max leading the race by lap 30. It ended up not being true, but he was in P2 by lap 25, so I think that's still pretty close. I'm gonna give myself half points on that one. So we had a bit of drama as well. Fernando Alonso led into turn 1 and 2, getting a better reaction on Sergio Perez off the line. I think that was a very, very fun one, but it was quickly dashed, not by a lap or so later, when we found out that Fernando was hit with a 5-second penalty for a starting box infraction, similar to Esteban Ocon in Bahrain, and so he had his 5-second penalty applied to that, but thankfully was able to be served under a safety car, which came, it was around lap 20-ish, something like that, thanks to Lance Stroll's retirement. So there was some more drama about that, and we'll cover that I think here in a little bit. But all in all, taking a look at the rest of the race, post safety car, I think kind of gave everyone a bit of false hope when it came to the potential for some drama. That said, all it really did was allow everyone to kind of get a free change of tires, and we saw a lot of the lack of pace kind of come out in a lot of different teams. And so it ended up bunching everyone back up, but at the same time, I don't think it was as dramatic as we all would have loved it to be. Moving on from there, a special shout out goes to McLaren, who both drivers had to pit at the beginning of the race thanks to some damage. I think Oscar Piastri lost his front wing in turn 2, coming out of turn 2. And then Lando, we never saw exactly where Lando lost his, but he ended up pitting, I believe, on lap 3. And so that put both McLarens down near the bottom once again, and McLaren fans are, in fact, in the mud. Looking forward from there, we had 2 DNFs from this race. We had Alex Albon, who had a bit of a weird brake failure happen, where he reported no brakes, but continued on for an extra lap anyway. I think a lot of us were very confused when Williams had him go around one more time before ultimately retiring. And Lance Stroll ends up retiring. I don't believe I saw exactly why Lance retired, but he was basically told to pull over and retire the car fairly early in the first 20 laps, which triggered a maybe not warranted, but the safety car that did end up coming out. So a bit of a tough day from Williams and Lance, who was doing actually fairly well. I really feel bad for Alex Albon, who was kind of running around just outside the points. Really might have been in position to take advantage of any other miscues from those in the points, but ultimately brake failure will keep him out of the points. So looking at the final results, we have Sergio Perez ends up winning. Max Verstappen comes in P2 and with the fastest lap points, which will be big. We'll cover that here in a moment. And then Fernando Alonso, and let's go ahead and we'll move into the big conspiracy of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix weekend, which was Fernando Alonso finishes on the road in P3 on the podium. And it's something that kind of came out of nowhere, which I think it was somewhere around like 7-ish laps remaining. All of a sudden we see come over the radio, the Mercedes team come over the radio to George saying that they need to push as they believe Fernando might have a 5-second penalty. And of course, all of us watching were very confused as nothing had really happened to show this in any kind of way. And so they end up doing the pushing. Fernando ends up building enough of a gap, the 5-second gap mentioned over the radio, and ends up finishing with a big enough gap. But it does come out that apparently Fernando Alonso did not serve his penalty correctly, similar to Esteban Ocon in Bahrain. And so Alonso was post-race given a 10-second penalty for his rear jack operator in his pit crew for touching the car and working on the car during his penalty 5-second window. And so he was given an additional 10-second penalty, which dropped him below George Russell, promoting George up onto the podium after the race was ending. And there was a lot of controversy around that. As we saw in Bahrain, Esteban Ocon was given all of his penalties effectively immediately after they happened. And so a lot of the controversy kind of came around by everyone going, well, you had 35 laps to assess this penalty, why all of a sudden after the race is this penalty being given? And there was a lot of hubbub about it, and everyone kind of just was frustrated, but ultimately moved on, except for Aston Martin, who went to the FIA and the stewards and got the penalty reverted not but a handful of hours later, and reinstituted Fernando back into P3 well after I think everyone had kind of moved on. So it was a very odd situation. I think we'll probably be seeing some clarification on what the definition of doing work on the car truly means, because there very much seem to be semantics, and if I had to guess, it definitely has a lot of Mercedes hands written all over it, trying to squeeze every last point they could out of this race. But ultimately it was for naught, as Fernando finishes on the podium in P3. So it was a fun race. It was an interesting race in terms of, I think the lower battles ended up being a lot more interesting, as there were battles happening in the midfield and the lower midfield. Other than that, there's not a whole lot that really went on near the top. Once Checo and Max kind of broke away from everyone else, they kind of just left that alone, potentially, except for right at the very end, where there was some potential drama around the communication between the two Red Bull drivers about holding position, pushing versus not, what target lap times are, and a lot of that. So it ultimately ended up not mattering, except with Max Verstappen ended up getting the fastest lap point on the final lap of the Grand Prix. Max Verstappen continues to lead the World Drivers' Championship by a single point, as when in Bahrain, Max finished first, Checo finished second, but neither had fastest lap. And so this result was going to come down to whoever finished with the fastest lap was going to be leading the championship. And Max apparently taking matters into his own hands and taking the fastest lap on the final lap, and continuing to lead the championship by a single point, which has caused a bit of a weird stir in Red Bull, and it's probably might be the only drama that we're going to get in terms of who wins the championship this year, potentially coming out of the Red Bull camp. But it was a good race. We saw a lot of buddy driving. A lot of the teammates ended up next to each other in the order. We had the Red Bull 1-2, we had a Mercedes 4-5, we had a Ferrari 6-7, we had an Alpine 8-9, we had Yuki Tsunoda broke up the Haas 10-12, and it was just it was very funny to see everyone driving with their partners all the way down the stretch, as we really got a good idea of the pecking order of pace around here. it would be remiss of me not to mention the Haas results as Kevin Magnussen overtakes Yuki Tsunoda with about 3 laps remaining to secure his first championship point for his season, as well as the first championship point for Haas. So congratulations to Kevin. Haas will not be blanked this year, and hopefully this is a good sign moving forward that Haas can continue building. We've seen the single lap pace that Nico Hulkenberg has had in the Haas car. We have yet to really see him put together a solid race to capitalize, but at the same time, no major bins, no major mistakes, and so far it seems like things are going pretty well for Haas, to say the least. As an American, I'll also give my final shout out to Logan Sargent, who was kind of running up near around points. I think he was in P12 or P13 for most of the evening around Jeddah, but kind of did sort of fall off the pace a little bit as his tires started to go off, and he kind of fell into a battle with the McLarens down the stretch, which was interesting to watch because I think he gave a lot of insight on just how draggy that McLaren is, where Logan Sargent fell out of the DRS range of Nico Hulkenberg and Zhou Guanyu and Nick De Vries, and even down the main start-finish straights, we still couldn't see the McLaren out drag the Williams with DRS down the pit straight. It was very embarrassing for McLaren for sure. With DRS, they still couldn't keep up really with the Williams down that straight. So Piastri did end up getting by Sargent, but I think that's at that point his tires had fallen so far off, and Oscar was on, I believe it was Logan and Lando were both on the mediums, and Oscar was on the hards at that point, which were obviously a much better race tire at that point than the mediums. So it was an interesting one. I mean, ultimately we saw Red Bull 1-2 just like we all imagined. It kind of just, really came down to who was gonna take the win, and it was Checo who ended up doing everything he needed to do to hold on to the win. So congratulations to Checo. And as we take a look at the driver standings, currently after 2 rounds, Max Verstappen leads 44 points to Sergio Perez's 43 points. Fernando Alonso occupies the 3rd spot with Carlos Sainz and Lewis Hamilton both sitting at 20 points, with George Russell on 18 and 6. We're seeing a lot. I think the only thing we have here is that Fernando Alonso is driving the bolts off of that car, potentially literally, and so we're gonna have to be keeping an eye on that. As for the constructor standings, Mercedes does tie. With George's podium, they would have been ahead, but they currently tied now Aston Martin for P2. So it was Red Bull 87, Aston Martin and Mercedes 38, with Ferrari in 4th with 26, and then Alpine sort of the best of the rest in P5 with 8, and Haas and Williams tied down there in 7th and 8th. AlphaTauri and McLaren yet to score a point, with McLaren occupying the bottom spots. Also, as Sean points out, yes, also a huge congratulations to Fernando Alonso, who becomes the 6th driver ever to have 100 podiums in his Formula 1 career. That 41-year-old is driving the crap out of that car, and I think he's loving everything about it. But that was the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Let me know what you thought of the race in the comment section below, and we'll be back in a couple of weeks for the Australian Grand Prix. I think this one's going to be a lot of fun as well. A good mix of high speed sections with also some really technical sections. It's going to be a fun one, but we'll see you guys then. All right, I did the professional stuff. Hey man, how's it going? Do you think there will be a continuation of Brazil's Checo Max situation this year? You think it's going to explode again? Have you heard full Max radio after lap 40 and Max Weber in cooldown room? I believe he did chair stuff on purpose. So the chair stuff, who knows? I would 100% believe you if you said that. I didn't read into it too much. 100% I think Checo does not trust Red Bull at all right now. Literally at all. Them going back and forth about their target lap times in the fastest lap and all that stuff. You could tell while it was all happening that yeah, Checo does not trust Red Bull at all. He thinks that he's gonna have to take a lot of matters into his own hands, which I think can make for a very spicy championship if he manages to keep it semi close. Yes, Sean. Sonoda's was it no or was it because I've seen both. I think the official F1 account subtitled it as not no, but I initially thought it was no. It could have just also been just noise. But yeah, in terms of I think we'll see it come to a head more. The Checo Max thing, we'll see it come to a head more when we get a race where they are a little more side by side racing, and so we'll get to see potentially Checo do some disobeying and see how Red Bull decides to handle that whole situation. It's gonna be fascinating. It's gonna be one of the few things that actually excite people down the stretch of this season, I believe. So I'm excited to see what happens. Also, terrible news. I've been waiting on a sit-stand desk all day, and ultimately it was delayed, and now I'm sad. I waited all day today. I was gonna put it together. It was gonna be so nice. And sorry, an operational delay kept it till tomorrow. So, all right. Well, it's gonna get here tomorrow. Yes, Australia in 2 weeks. We're exciting. Can we talk about how much it sucks having China fall off? Because after Australia, there's a month in between races. That's absurd. That's absurd. A month in between races is too long. Far too long, even. It's crazy. I don't like it. They need to fix that. Far too long. I'm fascinated. I honestly can't wait until we get to Baku, because I think that's when a lot of the first like big upgrade packages from teams. So I'm excited to see those come through too. Max radio like target 33, 41 target was 33, lap 45. Max Checo 5 seconds away. Target is 33. What's the fast lap? Yes, I do. I did see that near the end. Max asked what was the fastest lap. They responded, "What was it? Like we're not concerned with that." And he responded with, "I do," or "I am," or something. Yeah, basically along those lines. Yeah, I remember it all kind of started kicking off online when they showed on the broadcast the Checo message where they were like target 32.6 or whatever. And he was basically like, is Max doing the same? And they were like, Max did a 32.6. And so he was like, so we're both chilling out. And then they were basically just like, Max did this. And so he was like, I'm just gonna keep going. I do remember that. Nero Rosberg's phone income from Perez. Yes. That was a big thing. me see. Okay, I want to start doing this. I think tonight's going to be a pretty quick one. We might just do Hungary on here, and then I might call it. I kind of had a long day, so we'll see. I am currently distracted. Yes. Um. Okay. All right. I'm floundering at this point. All right. Let's do Hungary. We'll end a little early today. I've been like feeling really really disjointed with the streaming stuff lately. I think I'm just trying to get back into the groove of it. Taking the long break I did for fixing my computer really just like threw me off my groove, and so I just gotta get back into it. But all right. Hungarian Grand Prix here, and coming off of our first win in Formula One, at least in the reboot of Formula One. So we're gonna try and continue to build on this. Gonna be a lot of fun. I think we have a couple of days. Let's go ahead. Let's do the simulator training and just, you know, keep it nice and simple. We're going to wait for R&D until the practice sessions. We do have one thing that should go on our side pod profile. Goes on successfully. Some arrow coming through. Our simulator training is complete. Other than that, let's go ahead real quick. Go to the race weekend. Let's get some R&D done, and let's try and continue. Actually, we have $3 million. Actually, I already lied. Can we get anything going? Oh, at 5.5. That's so much. That's so much. Can we? Wow, these are so expensive. All right, never mind. No facilities to the race weekend. No facilities. Perfect. Where are we on the charts? We are firmly in the middle. We are in a tight battle with Alpine for sort of the best of the rest. McLaren has made some huge jumps to get up there, equal with Ferrari. Mercedes actually is now the best car on the grid. That's very fun. Let's go to next session. Quick practice. Let's jump in. 70% success. Easy. Wow, those take forever. Beautiful. Bro. Dude, the 30-minute practice sessions ain't it. I don't know how I messed that up, but having to be this picky and choosy is not very fun. Don't do it. Next sesh, quick practice. A 10-minute, and we get a durability thing. Let's do it. Trying to get some cheap discounts here, that's all. I mean, even durability up discounts we will take. I doubt we have anything that short. Yeah, we do not. All right. Practice 3. What we got? A weight distribution. Let's get it. Let's go. Oh, that arrow one would be nice. Come on, 50%. You got it. Let's go. We'll just do the MGUH. Of course it fails, because why wouldn't it? Can we do 50% success? Let's go. Oh, purple. Nice. We actually did all of our ERS management ones and barely anything else. Exciting. Okay. Yes, give me all of those discounts. Got plenty of them. Gonna be a nice sunny race around Hungary. Let me also spend this time to do my mic. I have an idea to like try and like emulate like as much of like a boom mic as I can, just because the rattle of my of the wheel. I think this actually is gonna work really well. I hope. We'll find out. We'll find out in post. First of all, aerodynamics. Yes, we have some new things we can do. Minor DRS. What do we have that's like major? Oh, it's not coming until, what is that? Monza? Is that? Rear downforce would be nice. Rear downforce would be nice. What do we have in chassis? A minor. We have a major weight distribution. That would bump us up to like with at or above McLaren in terms of chassis. We also, wow, that would be it as well. I'm not worried about. Here's the problem. A major DRS to come for. It's not bad. It's not bad. Maximum dramatic reduce in DRS. We do need. I didn't mean to do that. That could come for Dutch. Front downforce would be nice. We're gonna do that. And rear downforce. I mean, 55% chance. It's like a baby one, which would also come drag reduction. I don't know. I don't know which one is like the most important. When would you get here? Before? Oh, weight redistribution before Zandvoort would be nice. So we're gonna do that. We're left with a nice amount of R&D left. Let's do it. Let's go to Actually, can I do... At least not in here. Formation lap off. Let's go. I remembered. Let's do increased. I want more. I not have it in here. Audio, telemetry, accessibility, eye tracking, music. Forecast. Alright, whatever. Never mind. On to quality. See what we got. Car setup. We're going for increased downforce. Sounds lovely. Should have checked on my components beforehand, but it looks like everything is okay. Love to see that. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Flying lap. First lap on here in a bit, to say the least. This is gonna be interesting. Also because Hungary has never really been my all right. Let's do it. Little deep. Alright, a little deep. Alright, this is gonna be a good warm-up lap. Oh my god, what is that? Artist does not want to turn. We're gonna immediately go again. Immediately a 10.5.
Okay, we've only got one fuel remaining.
Alright, about a second and a half improvement already. P6. P6 on the way. Love to see it. It's a good first sesh. Alright, we're gonna throw on a new set of tires. Speed up time. Try and take advantage of getting out at the end of qualifying. Ocon going early. All right, let's do it. Let's ensure our spot in the next session. All right, let's get it. Already a 10th down, love it.
But continue your flying lap. This is your last chance to set a time.
Oh my god. Alrighty then. Okay. Alright. Okay. Woof. That oh, forgot to turn there. Yeah, we made it through. That's the important part. Try and save these tires as much as we can for Q2. P11, moving on. Moving on, and that's the important part. Right. Ooh, Felipe also through. Love to see it, Felipe. Felipe doing what Pastry couldn't. A nice used set of tires for the first couple laps. Try and get into Q3 if we can. The problem is this circuit is just not my forte. Once again, we're going to be going for multiple laps here. Okay, that was a bit too heavy of a break for what I meant. Well, Tosco's fastest. Alright, that's like the best I've taken that section yet. Alrighty then. Alright, a lot of time to be saved right there, in particular. How much time I save potentially if I just like don't lift or brake super hard going into that fast left-hander.
Okay, we've only got one lap of fuel remaining.
And I somehow save 2/10. No, I cannot. Unfortunate. Alright, once again, fresh set of tires. Gonna give it, we're gonna go out right now. Do another couple laps. And then hopefully that'll be enough. If not, this circuit just does not agree with me, so we'll take whatever we can get. I just realized something. Hold on. I played with this earlier. Where is my... You edit. I adjusted my brake sensitivity back. Let me try this. This may be like a terrible time to oh, okay, now we can brake. Okay, my brake dead zone was way too high. I messed with the calibration in my pedals through Logitech's thing, not on here. And now my brake dead zone was way too high in game. I was basically having to push. All right, now we're braking. Now we're braking with fire. All right, that's it's one angle. Woo. Okay, P8. Let's see if we can improve a game.
Okay, we've only got one lap of fuel remaining.
Alright, another 2.5 tenths. Alright. Am I gonna make it through? That is the real question here. Sorry, Esti Bestie. Oh my god, the AI in this game is so dumb. Alright, let's see where we end up. Everyone else is starting their laps. I'm hoping that even in this animation it won't freak out and do the simulation cheese. We'll find out. Survey says we make it through. Felipe B12. Nice. All right, my goal is going to be to try and save a set of softs for absolutely no reason. So we're going to do one run, and we're going to just come in. So we're going to wait until the very last run to do our lap. Out of 420. Let's do it. Get one good lap in on this scrub set of tires. We'll have that set of softs. Alrighty then. Hopefully we don't run into any traffic here. Alright then. I have no idea how to actually like take that chicane. Oh! Alright. We're gonna get one more lap in to try and not 50-50 rail grind a curb. And with less fuel, so there is that. Well, okay, P10 it is. P10 it is. I guess
ready for
that's.
tomorrow's race, but before
I guess that's what we get for.
look at those who'll be fronting the grid. Hamilton, Norris.
We're waiting until the last minute to get a banker lap in. Lewis Hamilton takes pole. Lando Norris and George Russell all at the top. Wow.
Tomorrow.
Crazy. I guess to be fair, McLaren is pretty up there, and Mercedes is the best car on the grid now, so there is that. I did lose out qualifying to Danny Rick, which is unfortunate to say the least. Yeah. Erase, blah 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 blah, all that stuff, all the good, the bad, the ugly. Okay. 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 Alright, 18 laps of the Hungaroring upcoming. It's time to convert in a style of circuit which does not fit my strengths whatsoever. This is gonna be lovely. I'm sure of it. It is a nice, beautiful day, though.
Day in Budapest as we get ready for another round of Formula One action. We're not expecting too many retirements at this circuit. There are plenty.
Hopefully things get a little bit of luck for us.
Schumacher, who made it across the line in all 10 of his Hungarian Grand Prix starts. Located 12 miles northeast of the Hungarian capital Budapest, the 14 corners of the Hungaroring Ring are steeped in history and prestige. Overtaking's always been difficult on this technical 2.7-mile track, but the last few years in particular have turned up some exceptional races. So let's hope we're in for another one here today.
I hope
with
so.
The race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid
Any grid penalties?
like. Lewis Hamilton lines up
Nothing on the front row.
and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Sainz,
Oh, looks good.
Charles Leclerc, and Verstappen. Perez,
Looks good.
Ricardo, Fernando Alonso.
Yep, nothing in the top 10 at least.
Ocon, Drugovic,
Let's go, Felipe.
Sebastian Vettel, and Joe.
Oh, I think.
Bottas, Stroll,
Can't remember.
Kevin Magnussen, and Yuki Tsunoda.
Yuji.
Albon, Latifi,
Who's at the bottom?
Mick Schumacher.
Okay, Mick took a penalty.
Each of these talented
That's
drivers
right.
will come out on top today. Natalie Pinkham joins me once again in the commentary box. It's fantastic to have you with us today. I'm curious though, how do you think the drivers stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the rundown into turn one, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It'll keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
After the points finished last race, let's aim to keep that momentum going.
Keeping that momentum going. Let's see, what do we got? Soft, medium, huh? Do I dare try and do the reverse? Stint 1, medium. Go for 12 laps. Stint 2, softs. It says it's slower. I feel like I like it though. I like it. Let's go for it. What is it? 18 laps? Take out some fuel. Medium softs. Let's do it. Alright, a decent start. Whoa! Oh, come on. That was a good start. I just got absolutely hosed. Oh, whoa. What?
You're right. Engine off. Engine off.
He just brakes 100 meters before anything. What was that? I mean, Flash, I'm gonna restart the session anyway. Also, I got a terrible jump, so this isn't actually that bad.
Okay, now that we've got...
Blair, welcome in. We're going in funny shaped circles, Fire. Thank you so much for the 11 months. Absolutely crazy. How are we? Okay. Poke. Hey, oh, that's legit. That's clean. Screw that board. Okay, hold on. We're gonna flashback. We're gonna flashback. We're good? I'm good. I'm sad that my the standing desk I ordered that was supposed to get delivered today didn't end up coming, and I'm sad. But it's gonna get here tomorrow, so it's fine. I was so excited for it. I've been waiting for it literally since I ordered it. I'm so ready for it. I know, I was so ready for it. I was doing the thing too where I was like, I knew it was coming, so I was like all I could think about all day. And then literally it just never came. And then like right before I started stream, I got the notification from FedEx where it was like, hey, by the way, we ran into some operational difficulties, or it wasn't, no, operational delays, sorry. That kept us from getting you your stuff. Hungary is not my circuit.
resting. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 4.2 seconds.
Jesus. I'm in a pocket all by myself. ERS isn't very fun, but I have no ERS to battle.
Okay, Perez is stopping now.
No!
Okay, gap to the car ahead is 2.0 seconds. Felipe's coming in for his stop now.
Okay. This is where we need to be flying. This is not flying. Fine. I have to do like, ooh.
Behind is lapping faster than us by around a second a lap.
Oh my god. I just can't do that corner. Push on the inlet. Alright. I don't want to go out there anyway. Boom! First stint complete. Someone's. Oh, Hamilton's pitting. Oh, he also started on mediums. Haha. Going to hards for reasons.
That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were
Perfect.
expecting. Up to speed now, let's get some heat into those tyres.
We officially didn't gain any places. We officially didn't lose any places. We are exactly where we started. Except we're now on the fastest tire. Still can't take that corner correctly. British. Welcome in. Been a minute. The sub. We appreciate.
Overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy. Come on.
Chat shit about you. Nah, I would never. We did enough talking shit about McLaren earlier during the during like the Saudi review. So unless you also identify as a McLaren, then I think you're right.
Okay, that's us with 5 laps.
Don't mention them.
5 laps of fuel left.
I don't know. Pastry had way more pace than Lando down the stretch again in Saudi, so I think that's pretty. I think that's pretty exciting going into the future. You know, you should be excited. All right, there's an apex in there.
Yellow flag.
Signs out.
Okay, clear.
Literally the first time all race I get DRS. Oscar's wing broke. Is that what happened? I was trying to figure out how Lando broke his wing all race. The first, like, the first flashback I had in a long while here.
Gap to your teammate behind is 8.6 seconds.
Alright, relax. Alright, little deep. It's like if you're trying to read chat and drive. That's why they say don't text and drive. Brother.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
I don't know what I'm doing, if I'm being entirely honest.
The gap to the car in front is less than
Oh,
1
that's
second.
actually,
Well done
if
to
that's,
try and get
that
past
actually
the
sucks, if we're being honest. That's like not even like Lando's fault. Dude, what the heck is wrong with me? Dude, what was that inside curve is ice. They're too close. Lander had to go into the lap before me. Oh, that okay. That does really suck. If they happened on the same lap and they had to delay, that actually sucks ass. They brake so hard. Alright, relax, relax, relax. Alright, my wheel was turned. No. Yes, Charles literally be like, Davi, I'm dying. Understood? Copy. I'll get back to you. Davi, this car is a shitbox. Copy. We'll get back to you. Bro, dude, these curbs, bruh. These curbs, bruh. Oh, my force feedback like took a second there. All right. Still can't do it. I might have got a little argy-bargy with Fernando there.
And gap to the car in front is 5.2 seconds.
Hungary is just not my race, apparently. I will not be switched back by an AI. I refuse. Yay! Losing Andreas and Zach being in charge. Facts. Wrong management altogether. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, the history of McLaren right now in Formula One is a strange one, but that's points for us. Let's go. Max wins. Got George and P3. Who said P2? I didn't see.
Combined with the track temperatures
Didn't see.
suited their car. These cars come alive when the tires are just at the right temperature, and the driver.
Yes. Red Bull's broken in the game. It's fine.
Just looks so comfortable up there. It's like anything. It always looks so easy when it all just clicks.
All just clicks. Who got second? They literally haven't told me.
Here come today's
Yes. It's Max. It's Max. We get it. Show me.
Let's have a look then at the driver's
Hey,
stand.
Lando.
Verstappen should be pleased with his performance, making gains at the top of the table. Let's focus on the driver of the day.
A Lando podium? Is that allowed?
Who do you pick?
Felipe just outside the points.
Let's move
Oh,
on to the constructors.
sad
The lead
day.
at the top comes down after
Sad day. Don't tell me what to do. Ugh, Danny Rick beat me. Never in my life would I have imagined. Driver claim. We got our 5 overtakes for a cool bunch of money. On to Spa next. You're very angry McLaren fan. Don't push you. I mean, you could channel your anger into going and pushing the McLaren. Maybe it'll go a little faster. They're worse than Crash Stappen and Lulu fans. That's true. It's a whole thing when you drive a tractor, you're gonna be a little angry. When you drive a tractor, that tends to make people a little testy. No, it's not a new camera. You know what we did? I finally took the time to go into Logitech and configure my camera correctly. So what we're seeing is actually just the camera actually being utilized to its fullest potential. Also, look at my shelves. There's Legos. There's more Legos up here. I'm debating on moving them like down here to this slot. I think. Oh, the FOV can get bigger. You want to see? See if I can do this on the fly. It's coming down. It's coming down probably this weekend. There you go. 90 FOV. A 90 FOV camera. You can see everything. Anything and everything. I run it on 78. There's also 65. But yeah. It's so wide. Dude, this rug is the best. It's so comfy. It's so thick. I got it for some sound dampening in my office. And ultimately it just became like the perfect, like super thick rug that's like so nice. It's gonna work perfectly for the sit stand desk that I'm hoping to build tomorrow. It's gonna be great. All right, let's disassemble the wheel live. Flip that bad boy. Power disconnected. Ow. Pedals disconnected. Come here. Come here. Come on. There you go. Yeah, I was hoping to get my new desk today so I could build it and then put it together, potentially on stream, but it's gonna happen. It's going to have to happen tomorrow, which is probably a good thing because it's gonna involve disassembling my entire desk setup, moving everything out, and then reassembling it all back on the new desk. Yes, the PC does live. Let's check. I downloaded the monitoring software. As of right now, granted it would have cooled off a little bit. CPU temp 55 degrees Celsius. GPU temps 38 degrees Celsius. We are chilly. It's amazing what happens when you maintain your stuff. It's a great day when you actually maintain all your stuff. It'll last longer. The temps won't make your computer crash. All the good stuff. All the great stuff even. I have been thinking about looking into mods. I've like casually looked. The problem is that it's nothing like super simple or easy. And so I need to sit down and actually like take the time to find it and figure it out, do it, all that stuff. But I would love to do some mod stuff, especially because the manager series isn't the most exciting thing in the world right now. We're basically getting all of our excitement out of watching Lando versus Pierre in the best car on the grid. And so I may, starting season 6, may look for some mods and see what we can find, see what we can bring in, see what we can spice things up with. But yeah, it's been fun. You know what I also want to do soon? Well, one, with my new desk, I want to try and see if I can figure out how to camera up an actual like sim racing rig, so I'm not just connected to my desk, which will hopefully, one, help audio, and two, get a little more official up in here. Could be great. And do more ACC, some instead of courses stuff. Same for F122. You can change the liveries of other teams. Yes, I want to do that as well. Basically for both. Although my goal for F122 at this point is just get used to the F1 games as much as we can, and then for when the next game comes out, basically. So that's kind of the idea that we're going for, is just get good. Operation Get Good, and we're currently underway, to say the least. All right, I'm tired of sitting this low, so I'm gonna sit up. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, so much better. Doing it live. Actually, not bad. I nailed it. First try. Let's go. Now my monitor's all wrong. No, it's that one. Gotta do this one. New handling model for 23. Ow. Well, that's no fun. Gonna have to get used to it all over again anyway. Something else. So, yeah, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. But at least we can get a little better at the current one over time. When I get my new desk put together tomorrow, I want to start looking for another monitor. So currently I run one monitor per PC. I want to get a second monitor for my gaming PC. So I'll run my stream PC off my ultra wide monitor, and then I'll have 2 monitors for my gaming PC. where I can start like monitoring things and stuff like that. So I'm gonna hopefully have enough space where I get another monitor arm and then have 3 monitors, and it's gonna be awesome. Dude, it's an accumulation of decent hardware. So I also bought when I was doing my my refurbishment, my self refurb of my gaming PC right now, and I bought, where is it? Oh, it's so far away. I bought an air duster, and so I dusted my old PC, which is what my streaming PC is, for the first time in 4 years. Oh brother, it was bad. It was so bad. It was so dusty. It was gross. I basically like turned the air duster into it, and a plume of dust literally flew out of every like fan shroud. It was gross. Your setup is Xbox Series S, a 42-inch TV and a controller. Perfect. Oh, dude, you would hate my setup then. My other goal is, once I disassemble this table, my current desk is going to go upstairs and be just a normal table. And so my goal is to dust this and clean up this entire area, because it's so like dusty and like just generally just kind of gross from outside, because like obviously that's our garage and our other front door is on the other side. And so this area is just full of like just schmutz and just everything, because this is just like the most highly traveled area for like inside and out. So I'm gonna hopefully get everything a good cleaning, and then this area will hopefully get a little more manageable. So that's the plan. Honestly, I'm really sad that my desk didn't get here today, mainly just because I've been looking forward to it. But at the same time, it's probably a good thing it's not going to get here till tomorrow, and I'll have just plenty of time to do it. I mean, she can. At the same time, it's like she's usually home by the time I start, and she just hangs out upstairs. So, but she also can. It's not like she hasn't. It's not like she hasn't been in the background before. I generally do my best to not, if she doesn't want to, but it's not like it hasn't happened before, you know. I've been debating on doing overclocking my graphics card a little bit. Might have to play with that later. Been here 4 months and she's never made an appearance. So the thing is, when she does make an appearance, most of the time, if I have enough of a heads up, I'll turn the camera off and or mute myself, and so then she'll go through. I'm pretty sure she's come through frame maybe at least once. I don't know, but yeah, it's usually pretty sneaky beaky, like, you know what I'm saying? So if you really kept an eye out, you might be able to see her in a past broadcast, but she doesn't come through this way at night all that often. Like we pretty much kind of just stay at home most of the time, so it's not the end of the world. Yeah. I need to do you know what I should have done? I did a physical cleaning of my gaming PC. I really need to do like a software cleaning of my gaming PC. I have a lot of games and stuff on here that I just don't play anymore, that I could be clearing up some valuable hard drive space. Yeah, clear the cookies, clear the cache, clean up the Steam library, downloads section, all that stuff. It really it needs it. It really does. We have we got some stuff we need to do some cleaning up. In fact, I'll probably do that after I stop streaming here in a minute. Yes, PC talk. I'm gonna have to figure out how to I'm gonna figure out what to Google, but we'll figure it out. Your technology skills go as far as turning it on and off. You should look into it more. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do with technology that any of us could do for that matter. It's very interesting. I tell you what, I've been like hooked on Linus Tech Tips YouTube channel again for like the first time in a very long time. And the way they go through like technology and stuff is awesome. It's super interesting. You would destroy every computer at work. Well, I mean, it sounds like you should get better at it just because then, if we're being honest. I mean, I feel like the bare minimum should be you don't automatically destroy computer. I mean, you haven't been here in a while. I mean, I gotta give you some flack. Maintenance. See what I can find. I feel like every like maintenance like article I'm gonna find is gonna be about like physical maintenance. That backup data, blah 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 blah. I don't know. When you got your feet up in Spain, I'll be sure to post pool pictures in the corner every day. Get some hot dog legs. Yes, hot dog legs is perfect. Dude, that's jealous. I need to go on vacation. It's gonna be great. Need a vacay. We just went up to a place like an hour away, but that's not exactly like exactly the same thing. Your first one was like 4 years, dude. We gotta get it. All right. We gotta up you. We gotta up my vacation schedule. We gotta up your vacation schedule. The vacay schedule is like primo necessary. That's how we stay sane, my guy. That's how we stay sane. Let's see, what do I not need? Like on startup. I mean, I could probably turn a lot of this stuff off on startup if I'm being honest. And one we do need. Do we need that one? I don't know. It's not bad. Probably should go through my well, I don't have that much. Never mind. We're going to May, hopefully early June. Nice. We are planning on going to Miami right after the Grand Prix weekend. So we're planning on going literally like the week after. We really went back and forth on going. We talked about this before. We really talked about going into the race, but man, it's too much. Too much money. Can't swing it. I wish, but unfortunately not. Not to be had. I know. Canada, if you're asking me, I'm going to Miami in May. Canada is going to Spain, probably. So, no, I'm not doing that. You can just go ahead and get fricked for even suggesting that. Just saying. Oh, also, while I'm reading through this, another definitely needed thing that I'm gonna do when I tear down my setup is actually go back and cable manage my shiz, because my desk area has gotten so bad. It was pretty good when I first put it together with my new computer, but it's gotten really bad. Canada just got back from Hawaii. Nice. Jealous. Go throw Oscar. Sure, go for it. Come fight me. I dare you. I dare you. Don't go to Spain. Just come here and fight me here. It's gonna be hot here. I guarantee it'll be hotter here than it will be in Spain. I guarantee it. Weather in Spain in May. I don't know. Highs are a pleasant 72 degrees, 22 degrees. All right, I'll amend it to this. It's not gonna be warm. It's gonna be fucking hot. For those arriving and spending time in Madrid, this is Madrid. Highs are a pleasant 72 degrees Fahrenheit, 22 degrees Celsius. Spain's northern Atlantic coast is a bit chillier with highs around 18 degrees Celsius. All right, hold on. Right, you're gonna tell me Spain, but you're not gonna like give me where I literally live. In May, for where I live, you'll enjoy temperatures of up to 30 degrees Celsius in May, which is very warm and great for sightseeing. You want to go to 22 degrees. It's gonna be 30 degrees in my, like when I walk out my front door. And that's not even as hot as it gets. Spain has a beach. There's a beach in Texas. It's kind of far away, but there's a beach in Texas. Dude, I tell you what though, we do want to get over to that side more. Hold on, I have to tweet something really quick. Spain has a beach, all inclusive, rental car included. See, here's the difference though. I have to fly to Spain. You can drive to Spain. You can literally drive to Spain. Literally. Quite literally, in fact. You like not having miles on your car? That's one way to do it. That's for sure. Europe has low cost. That's also very true. The airline costs over there are crazy cheap. I'm gonna find it. All right. Also, by the way, I looked up temperatures where I'm at in July. Where'd it go? Let's see. Where I live can get us up, that has seen temperatures recently up to 43 degrees Celsius. So there's that. Your whole deal is less than 1,000 pounds? Bro. All right, hold on. I'll look it up. Why not? I'll look it up. I'll look it up. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna look it up. From where I live to, I mean, where are you going in Spain? Spain. just Spain. Costa Blanca. I don't know where you fly. I don't know where you would fly into for Costa Blanca, Spain. Oh, it's like on the other side of Spain too, brother. What are we even talking about? Where would you fly in here? I actually have no idea. I'll just put Madrid. I'll just put Madrid. It's fine. Round trip in May. I'll say like the end of May. I'll do like the last week of May, first week of June. I don't know. We're just doing Madrid. We'll keep it a little cheaper. Just go to Madrid. Brother, you don't even want to know. Hold on, we'll go. Where's the cheapest? The cheapest flying economy from where I live is over $2,000. It also includes 2 stops, including a 6-hour layover in New York. That's gross. Let's see. What would be one that like it makes half sense? Here's one that makes like kind of half sense for $2,500 economy, which also includes a 2.5-hour layover in Atlanta. If I wanted to get like the seats we always buy, $3,700. I could fly first class for $11,000. There is that. So yeah, bro, just 1,000 pounds easy in and out. For you to fly to Boston, you had like a 15-hour with a 3-hour stop in New York. Yeah, that sounds about right. Everything does go extremely high during tax return season. You're not wrong, but still, it's not like it's gonna get that much cheaper. It's been a minute since I've looked at London. What's it look like for me to get to London? I feel like London actually isn't that bad. I feel like we've looked before. Let's go Heathrow. Round trip. Sure, that's literally that same week. That's also probably very true. Loading. That's not bad. It's not great. All right, would I rather spend $2,500 or $2,600 and go to London, or spend $2,600 and go to Spain? This is not a hard decision. If you wanted to go next week, your price would be like $600-700. Dude, so lucky. $2,600 to go to London. Who's spending that? You go to London, you'd get stabbed. Sure, I'd like to see him try. Don't go to London. We were just looking. Let's see, where else do I want to go? Let's see. What if I want to go to London to go to the British Grand Prix though? What about that, huh? Then I'd have to go to London. I would literally have to go to London, so Dude, I'll go to LA. That's nothing. Everything is so far from Silverstone. Silverstone's literally in the middle of nowhere. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, bruh, I could get to LA in for $600. That's what we're talking about. Non-stop too. Easy. East Midlands, you think is the closest airport? I'm gonna search for East Midlands, and if nothing comes up, I'm banning you. Why am I searching for places in... Alright, you're banned. Banned. Goodbye. Literally nothing comes up. Banned. Literally making things up. Literally making up places. Literally. I'm just guessing that my airline doesn't go there. Jeez. Wow, you even went so far to make it a Wikipedia page? British. I appreciate the commitment to the bit, but I'm convinced East Midlands isn't real. You guys are just taking the piss with some of these names, right? Okay, that makes more sense. I'm literally looking at the historic county section, and like these are just fake. Literally, these aren't real words. Quite literally. Never. You'll never get me to say it. What's that? Hold on, I'm trying. Oh, Spalding. There's one. I'm literally just looking for the ones that are at Arnold. You have a place named Arnold? Come on. You guys have a Lincoln too. We have a Lincoln, Nebraska. You live next to Arnold? Well, you picked the right place. You guys also have a Boston. Why come here when you can just go there? Eastwood? That's pretty easy. We don't have a Gainsboro. We have a Gainesville, not a Gainsboro though. No. No, I'm pretty sure Nebraska is far as, I mean, we've already established that you've made this place up, so all of these names are already fake anyway, so you had to have stolen it from us. The East Midlands Airport. Isn't there a thing where like there's this word which is also the name of a football club, which is not how you say the word at all, but you guys just call it Leicester? Ontario in Canada has entire Europe city names. Yeah, the US in Texas is pretty bad about it too, because they literally have names of cities, like big cities in the US, that literally just have the text appended to it. It's pretty funny. No, I mean that's not Leicester. That's what I'm saying. It's not. I'm looking at Northwest Leicestershire. I'm not saying it because you know what I want to say. You know what you think I'm gonna say? I'm not gonna do it. There's a rivalry between the region's 3 biggest cities. Wow. Who would have thought? At least 4 people hating on each other. The first tab under history is about the Romans, and I was like, that's way too much history. I'm not gonna lie. There is no modern Midlander or East Midlander. No one is more skeptical about the existence of an overarching Midland identity than Midlanders themselves. Hey, that's what I'm. Even you guys don't even think you guys exist. I'm never gonna say it. Also, that's a thing that I'm totally down to say, but I always butcher it on purpose because the Worcestershire sauce. And I'll forever pronounce it Worcestershire sauce. A new area of North Midlands has been proposed, but has not taken off. What are your thoughts on the North Midlands? What are your thoughts? I need to know. You'll ask that Alonso continue. Yes, Sean. It'll be fun. I mean, history has already shown that they seem to be. What the dude? You guys are just taking the piss with some of these names. I'm not even joking. Like, you literally just went onto a keyboard and like you were like, "Yep, that looks good." Quite literally, in fact. You could certainly try, but I refuse to believe a man from the type of people that have this little creativity. I don't know how well that would go for you. Demographics. Why is the first line under demographics, and I quote, the first words, for teenage pregnancy rates in the region, Nottingham is the top tier authority? Why is that the first words under demographics? British, explain. Ferrari really need to sort their shit out. Ferrari needs to figure out their car. For the first time, like in over, I feel like a calendar season, they actually had really good strategy. The safety car just really messed them up at Jeddah. They actually nailed the strategy, I think. Yeah, you have a lot of slack. I mean, apparently, it's literally the first sentence. My goodness, you guys need to chill out. Of the council districts, Corby, fake name, has the highest rate of this. What is this name? South Northamptonshire. You guys are just literally just making shit up. Well, they nailed their strategy against Mercedes, that's for sure, and Stroll specifically. That safety car just really messed them up. Yeah, their race pace was not there. Now you're basically 22. It's questionable choices. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, you have a Lincoln and a Lincolnshire. Lincolnshire. Why is your entire demographics about teenage pregnancy? Quite literally, the entire section about demographics is about teenage pregnancy. They even lost all advantages. Yes, I think the weirdest thing about Ferrari is that they literally just like lost pace to last year. Like, how do you do that? Oh, Stroll 100% could have beaten both Ferraris until he had whatever blew up with him blew up. Yeah, it was good. All right, now we know. Under ethnicity, you have white, and then it just says British, so confirmed. Lincoln is Lincolnshire. Ah, I see. See what other fun made-up facts are in here. There's a section on social deprivation. Just like Nottingham is. Why do you have multiple names for things? That's so inefficient. You would literally have a section in social deprivation. The region as a whole is less deprived than the West Midlands and regions in the north of England. The East Midlands has more in common with the south of England, except for London, than the north, in that it has more areas in the 20% least deprived areas in the 20% most deprived areas, but less so than regions in southern England. This has been explained by academic statisticians who claim that the area straddles the north-south divide. The region does not show typical economic characteristics of northern England, which the West Midlands does. Although it is not as affluent as large parts of south of England, economically, the East Midlands bears a similarity to southwest England. That entire, what I literally just read, literally is just like, you know, it's kind of like this place, but also not, but less like this place, but also kind of is. In a county, you have a city and multiple towns. Yes, I'm aware how counties work. Fuck. Apparently, you have more in common in the south than with the north, so says a lot. In March 2011, the average unemployment claimant count for the region was 3.6%. It's pretty good. Nottingham and Leicester were the highest with 5.8%. Next were Corby and Lincoln with 5%. The lowest were Rutland and South Northamptonshire, 1.4%. That's actually really good. And Harborough, 1.6%. Elections, that's just like, bleh, who cares? I think Stroll could get a few podiums this season if he doesn't do stupid stuff on track. And if Aston can take advantage of their massive amount of wind tunnel time, I think we could see Stroll fighting for podiums by the end of the season for sure. You have a horrible homeless rate in Nottingham. I mean, I feel like homelessness is just like a whole thing. Economy, manufacturing, yeah, that makes sense. There's a lot of just random companies thrown in here. This is the longest section I've seen yet. Construction and building materials. Retail, sure. Healthcare, high technology. Fine. I mean, you're literally just like naming stuff. You have a population of like 900k and it's bad. That's rough. What's a grammar school? Fake name. That's a fake name. That's definitely a fake name. Sports. All right, here we go. This is what we want to see. The National Ice Skating Association is based in Nottingham. You a big ice skating fan, British? The British Gliding Association. You have the two closest football stadiums in the UK. Interesting. Dude, you have the British Caving Association. The British Canoe Union, also a thing. Not City Underground in the city. Yep. Notts County SC is the world's oldest professional football club, with Nottingham Forest FC being the oldest football league side with Nottingham Forest FC being the oldest football league side after Notts County's regulation to the National League in 2019. Okay. You're also just spouting off nonsense in the chat. That's also totally fair. The only reason I know Leicester City being in the Premier League was like a handful of years ago, where they like won the Premier League or something, like out of nowhere, and that was like a huge thing. In the UK was the first Hooters. Yeah, claim that one. That's a big one. I'm sure it'll be in here. Cricket, let's go, dude. Cricket, I love watching cricket for like once, and then I'll go like another 6 years without it, but like, yeah. Rugby, love it. Cricket, yup. Motorsport, classic. Yeah, 2016. Yeah, I remember that. It was crazy. It was like all over the world. How like absolutely wild that was. Hey, yo, you got a basketball team? The Leicester Riders. They play at Leicester Arena. Let me see a picture of this place. Oh, it's so cute. Aw, that's adorable. That's smaller than my high school gym. Aw. You guys want to see? Oh, wait. I don't even think I have OBS open. Hold on. Did it open both? It did not. Guys, look. Guys, look. It's so cute. So cute. It's so little. You do not associate. Yeah, but look at it. It's so adorable. It's so tiny. How many people does it see? Give me capacity. Only 3,000 people. Woof. Basketball's a dead sport, and dude, you should play it. It's fun. Oh, other major. Okay, I was gonna say. Oh, they almost beat. What is this? Internet. Yeah, what? All right, yeah, basketball and here is just that ain't it. It ain't it. Here, I'll show you a picture of my basketballs. Hold on. Give me a good picture. Give me a good picture. Give me a better picture. Show me the picture. Oh my god. It's actually a decent picture. You're not okay. That's just blown out. Ugh. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. Dude, my high school needs to get their stuff together. Tell me there's not like one half decent picture. Yeah, alright, relax. It's not that bad. Kids. Come on. Alright, I'm sorry. I've officially scrolled like way too far down to find like anything useful. Is this one gonna have to do? This one might have to do. The ads. Oh, hey. Hey. This is gonna be fun. All right, ready? I'll move me over here. I know it's super blown out. This picture is from 2013. This is my high school basketball arena. Really bad picture. Also, fun fact, this picture is from 2013. I played in this game. The game in this picture I played in. We won this game. It was great. It was a fun time. Oh, the favorite. So these bleachers on this side, at the top on the sides, folded back, and so there was a gap of like 5 or 6 feet behind that we would always run behind as kids. It was great. Yeah, this was a great time. This was for it's called the sectional championship. It's basically like the first round of the playoffs. It was great. It was like full, super fun. Great game. Great game. Yeah. I guess there's more pictures. We can keep looking. Here it is, like non-full. They have like memorabilia. Have all the other pictures loaded yet, or is that it? Oh, hey. Yo, this is I need to save this article. Hold on. Here we go. Ready? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. in this article. That's an article that I think I've been trying to find for forever. Apparently all I needed to do is this. This is great. All right, relax. I'm down here somewhere. Yeah, this is where it's probably basketball. Here's like other picture. Here's the outside. I like the outside. I like the outside. Oh wow, that's crazy. Woo. Here's the outside. This is where I went to high school. This is great. Here's another decent picture of the inside. It's fun. It's a good time. Yeah, all right, relax. It's fine. Again, it's a high school gym. Who's dunking right here? Not bad. All right. Anything else interesting in this fake Wikipedia article? No. All right, that's fine. Okay, I've been going for like 45 minutes longer than I originally was planning. I got some stuff to do, and I got to get to bed. Got a long day tomorrow. I'm gonna have to put a whole desk together. I'm debating on filming my disassembly of my current desk and assembly of my new desk, so I might play with that tomorrow. To be honest, you think it only holds 28K? I mean, it's not bad. It's not like that's bad. He says, yeah, I mean, we established early that they're all made up, so you guys just make up words and then say their names of places. That's what you guys do, apparently. It's fine. But that said, I'm gonna get out of here. You have fun doing whatever you're doing tonight. Everyone, thanks for stopping by. British, you missed our rundown of Saudi, but you can catch it on the YouTube channel. Yeah, you're going to be working. I'm going to go to bed. It's going to be great. It'll be a good time. You go make some money. I'm going to go to bed. That's a win-win. I'll leave you, though, with your favorite. It's in here somewhere. It's in here.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Not yet.
1.
I did that. That was odd. My YouTube just decided to, 1, stop the music, and 2, just jump to a completely unrelated song. All right, I'm getting out of here. You guys have a good night. British, have fun at work. I'll talk to you guys here in a couple days. Not sure what we're gonna do on Wednesday. Probably, who knows? We'll see if my new desk is 100% put together. It may just be a casual chatting whole shebang. We'll have to find out. Maybe we'll figure out modding F120 or manager, all that stuff. But until then, see you guys in a couple days. Have a good one. British, enjoy your bop, and I'll see you guys here in the next one. Later.
2, 3, and 4. Count what you have now. Don't count what you don't have.